Toongrin.com.
Hey there guys, so the Toongrin Boys are back and San Diego Comic-Con's happening, which means trailers, and my god, there are going to be trailers. So
we're going to be reacting to them as they come out.
There's going to be a lot of DC stuff. DC just got a streaming service, or at least they're cobbling together one, and I know there's going to be Swamp Thing, there's going to be the Teen Titans are getting a live-action show, Harley Quinn, I think, is getting an adult animated series.
Yay.
To be fair, her comic wasn't bad. It was actually funny. My criticism really came down to the fact that before Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Conner came in to basically they had to fix it because of all the New 52 crap. Harley murdered a bunch of children just so the Joker would pay attention to her so she can get some clown cock.
Right.
So, like, Jimmy and Amanda had to come in and be like, okay, so what are we working on? Harley Quinn, fix it. And it's like they gave them like a big pile with a sticky note, fix it. And it's like, oh, jeez, okay.
Okay, yes, we gotta fix it. But now this is the Titans live-action TV show?
And from the photos I've seen, both behind-the-scene leaks and official like stuff posted on like the studio, if you're a ground-based hero like Robin, Hawk, or Dove, you'll look like your character because that's a character you could afford to do on a TV show budget.
Right.
But if you're a character that requires anything that actually has to make you look like something cool,
like a metahuman.
A metahuman or an alien. So Raven, Starfire, and Beast Boy, they're not going to look like how they are. And I even hear they're actually going to do a Doom Patrol show, which makes me sad because one of the coolest characters at DC is in that team, and there are two of them. One is Flex Mentallo, which I seriously doubt will be on that team whatsoever, because there's no way a writer would know what to do with him, because his superpower is if he flexes, he could bend reality.
Yeah.
I mean, a good writer could do something with that. Like Grant Morrison could do something with that, and you know, other talented writers have. But I mean, when it's like a TV show writer, they probably look at it as too intimidating of a character to write, because it's like, well, he could do anything. And it's like, yeah, but you're the writer, you control what he does. Don't make him do anything.
Yeah.
That's all you have to do. The other character that's on that team that I really like is Robot Man. And Robot Man is a guy named Cliff. And basically he got into this wicked car accident, and then his brain was taken out and put into a cool robot body.
Right.
Now, because it's a TV show, he probably won't look like a robot.
Yeah, no.
He'll probably just look like a guy.
Yeah. And
everything, like, they'll occasionally do like an x-ray shot and be like, look at all the Cybertronics that are underneath the like, synthetic skin. Yeah. That way he can look like a person, and we don't have to pay for that special effect, which to me is like, then it's not Robot Man. Because they did that. Did you ever watch Smallville?
Yeah.
That's exactly how they did Cyborg.
Yeah.
And I think they mentioned Cyborg might be appearing at some point in this. He might not because of movies, and that's a whole other kettle of fish.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if he does pop up on this, I would bet dollars to donuts that he'll look like a normal black dude, and then occasionally they'll do like an extra shot and be like, these are the cybernetics, and it's like, oh, okay, because it's a TV show budget.
Yeah.
So right away, I'm already pensive about these kinds of shows, because when it's on a TV show budget, you're not going to be able to do the things that are in the comic books, and that sucks because then it looks boring.
Yeah.
A prime example really is watching any of their CW shows.
Yeah, really, like the last sort of show that I really watched was probably Smallville, but I watched bits of like Supergirl and those sort of shows, and there is just that sort of blandness to a lot of them because they're not able to do like...
It's funny because...
a wide spectrum of stuff.
Because, and we'll throw it up on the screen, but Supergirl did Brainiac 5. He looks like crap.
Yeah.
But then on the show Krypton, they brought in just Brainiac, and he looks amazing. So, it's not that they can't, it's that they'd rather just save money.
Yeah.
Because as far as they're concerned, usually the mindset seems to be like, so a bunch of people will complain, but who cares? As long as we're making the money off of it, and saving money in the process, who cares? That's one of the reasons why I think Smallville is garbage too, because it's like, oh, it's him before he becomes Superman. That's boring. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the backstory stuff to him.
Yeah.
But I think 10 years of backstory is too long.
Yeah.
And then every time one of his villains shows up from like the comics, it's like, here's Parasite, and it's just a guy in like a trench coat. That's not Parasite. I want to see the Parasite. That's boring to me. But we're going to be reacting. I know that I heard that they're going to maybe drop Aquaman's trailer, and they might drop... you guys know him as Shazam. When I was growing up, he was called Captain Marvel, but I think they're going to drop a trailer for him, too, at some point.
Yeah.
And I do want to see the trailer for that, because I love Captain Marvel. He's one of my favorite superheroes.
Right.
Even now, despite how much Jeff Johns has horribly screwed up him in his writing, I still love that character.
Right.
And I want him to have a really good movie, especially because I've heard rumor, and grain of salt, but the rumor is that his movie is not part of the cinematic universe.
Yeah.
Like, that's how bad it's gotten now, that they're making movies that aren't connected.
Yeah.
They're just making movies now because they just want to make movies.
Right.
So we're going to take a look at the trailer for Titans, which from the pitch I had read, it is going to be a live action, and according to a post, a gritty reimagining of the Titans.
Yeah.
So, you know, this ought to be good, because with characters named like Starfire and Robin, only grim and gritty is...
It's just exactly what you think of.
Oh, yeah, totes. Totes malotes.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, play. Following trailer is rated TVMA. That's fantastic. That's... There's Raven.
Who are you?
I'm Flying Graysons.
Everything led me here. To you. You're the boy from the circus.
By the way, he's still called Robin. Remember that. Oh no, an acrobat from the circus is gonna jump. If it was Batman, at least that's something. That's not intimidating. Look at him.
Oh, Owie!
Oh god, this is like full-blown Zack Snyder.
Evil inside of me.
You're scared.
Oh look, he's kind of green and she's kind of orange. At least they didn't screw that up.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've become.
For inner demons.
Demons, yeah. Oh boy, Hawk and Dove.
Sometimes, when I feel the darkness, it feels good.
It feels good.
Oh no, so he only sometimes turns green.
My mom says there's no such thing as monsters.
Well, your mom banged the devil.
There you go.
I was wrong.
Well, that just seems like perfect melodramatic crap.
Dude, I haven't been this happy about seeing a trailer for something like this since I saw the what me and my friends have dubbed as Death Note USA, the American Death Note movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
It too had a trailer that made you smile at how like how far south it went.
Like, so, just from the trailer itself, it seems like the first season at least is going to focus mainly on Raven and Robin in a lot of ways. And the other...
Well, yeah, because they're characters you could afford to do.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to spend probably too much money on doing Raven.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to, for the umpteenth time, if they're going to do the stupid Trigon story where her demon dad is coming after her. Because I'm so bored with that. And they always do it. When they did the Titans cartoon show, they did that. When they did Teen Titans vs. Justice League, they did that.
Yeah.
They did that story. Because Raven only has one story in her, and it's that she has to fight the monster within in order for her to overcome...
Her inner demons.
Yeah, yeah, her inner demon. Yeah, right. I noticed that Garfield, Beast Boy, he was green for a scene, but then another shot they showed him he wasn't green.
Yeah, it looks like he can just transform back and forth with his green skin and such to maybe save money and such. We don't know.
That's not Beast Boy. Beast Boy's green. That's not Beast Boy then.
Well,
Beast Boy is green.
That's show Beast Boy, so he can turn green.
You think they'd have a bigger budget because it's through a streaming service and not television?
Yeah.
So you think the budget would go up just marginally, but it doesn't look like it? Corey looked like she was orange, but another scene then looked like she was magenta. So I mean, I wonder if they're gonna do the color for those characters in like post with like a computer?
Oh yeah, most likely they would.
Do you
Because they
feel...
already took out and post all the color from it.
Yeah. Man, Zack Snyder would be so proud with, like, man, look at this wonderful objectivist view of the Teen Titans.
Yeah, they're out grim and dark.
And then they put on characters who, as far as I understand, were not on the Teen Titans, and from my reading of comics, are sucky characters, because Hawk and Dove are lame. Hawk and Dove are two humans. When I was growing up, they were two guys, but then the guy died, and then they made a gender-bent female version of the guy, whose name was also Dawn. Like, the first guy was called Dawn, and then he died. Then there was a girl, and then she's called Dawn, but it's D-A-W-N. Like, that's how sad that character is. That character has to write off the coattails of a dead male character, because she couldn't even have her own name. She had to have his name,
Right.
but just written differently. And they're in this show, and they suck. They're sucky characters. They're so lame. They're supposed to be the avatars of peace and war.
Right.
Which I want to bet dollars to donuts that probably won't even come up in this show, because it's like, how do we explain the concept that, like, in a universe where peace and war exists? Yeah, there you go. Like, this looks so lame. It looks so dorky, and it's taking itself so seriously. It's kind of cute. It's like a 13-year-old came up to you and said, "I'm a big boy, mommy and daddy. I'm a big boy." That's what it feels like.
It's almost just like that's probably where a lot of people get their enjoyment from. Because it's just going to take itself so seriously. It's going to sound like just a Teen Titans soap opera.
I felt the same way when I watched, like, the Netflix Marvel shows, because it's like, here's Jessica Jones. You have to take this serious. There's rape and murder, and it's serious. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, you know, somewhere out there right now, there's like a raccoon in a tree, like, fighting aliens. And it's like, no! This is serious! And it's like, dude, you need to calm down. Her villain's called the Purple Man. I don't know. It's like, grain of salt with the work you do. This looks wonderfully melodrama to the point where, you know what I hate about melodrama?
What?
It's boring.
Yeah.
Because when it has the one tone of just melodrama,
it doesn't have any sort of like.
There's no breathing.
Yeah, there's no breathing room. Just like you gotta feel sad all the time. You gotta feel dramatic all the time. There's no actual fun to it. Basically, you know, shift up the drama of it, because the fun moments are supposed to make the dramatic moments all the more dramatic.
Yeah, because you see, like, oh look, the fun moments are the moments where we're supposed to connect with them as people, where it's like, oh, they're just like us, you know, they do things we do, they laugh like we do, we can connect with them despite being, you know, a green kid who turns into animals, or an alien girl with orange skin from another world. Even the demonic whatever they do with Raven in this, normally she's, you know about her dad, you know who Trigon is. Which I'm sure if Trigon shows up, I'd bet probably won't be the four-eyed demon. Probably be a guy in a business suit, generic devil approach.
Or they're just gonna blow their money on just like, here's a big scary four-eyed demon in the background. Oh.
Yeah, or like a bad like CGI model for a brief moment, maybe like a glimpse.
Yeah.
And then if he does show up and or comes to Earth or something, they'll be like, and guy in a business suit, because that's what the devil always does.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that when you play up the drama so much, to me there's no point. Because if your life is just going to be miserable constantly, I don't see the point to watch it.
Yeah.
Like, I find and then on top of that, if you're a character who's always like wrapped up solely in drama, and then you complain about it nonstop, but then don't do anything to fix it.
Yeah, because it's just a complaining show.
You're just a whiner then.
Yeah.
And that's even more annoying.
Yeah.
Because I've seen those shows where like a character will be like, you know, it sucks being, you know, doing this, it sucks doing that. Then don't do that. That's all. Don't be a superhero. If it sucks being a superhero, don't go out and be a superhero. And then the argument's
I'm the only one that can do it.
Then shut up. Then shut up and do it. You can't complain then if you willingly choose to put on the costume and go out and fight crime, and then complain like, oh, but it really, really sucks. Then don't do it. You don't have to fight crime, but I feel driven to. Okay, then shut up and do it. Or do something to change your life to make it better for you.
You gotta do one or the other, because just whining about it is just not constructive at all. Especially for a TV show where it's just like, it feels like it's just circling the same drain of writing.
Yeah, no, that's the Flash show in a nutshell, where it's like every season they've done, at least when I was watching, the main villain was always a speedster villain.
Yeah.
Because they can never let any other villain be the main antagonist for a season. It can never be Captain Cold and the Rogues. But like they did like Zoom, they did Reverse Flash, they did Savitar. These are three guys whose power is super speed.
Yeah.
Same freaking thing every season.
I thought they would do like Mirror Man and such because I thought it was like Flash's key villain.
Oh no, they like Mirror Master shows up and he's a one-off Monster of the Week villain. Like that's how they treat all of his other villains. Like Captain Cold was there, we did that, move on. Trickster, we did that, move on. Heatwave, we did that, move on. And they do that for all of his other rogues.
That's really depressing. We'll just see what they do with Titans then. Because they have some of their own villains.
I really, you know what I want to see out of this?
What?
I want to see a dark, gritty version of Mad Mod.
Yeah.
I want to see a dark, gritty version of Mad Mod and Mumbo Jumbo.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Like Mumbo Jumbo is like, he won't be blue because that would cost money.
It'll just be a guy in a magician outfit.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, Abracazam, your head's gone.
Yeah, or like, blah, and then someone splits in half and it's like, look, I cut them in two. You know what the thing was? I think I'd be more impressed if he shows up and they actually like painted the dude's face and like wrists blue for just that scene. And it's like,
I was like, he escaped from the Blue Man Group.
He starts hitting the garbage cans. He's like playing music. Abracadabra. He's dropping the beat. Yeah, this looks stupid. It does. It looks wonderfully stupid. It really feels like DC or Warner Brothers alone. Warner Brothers feels like we want to be taken seriously. Do you ever watch Arrested Development?
Yeah, a few times. Yeah.
There's a character on there called Job. He's played by Will Arnett.
Right.
And he's part of like the Magicians Guild. And at one point there's like a picture of them, and you can find this picture and throw it up, and there's a picture of them, they're like holding a sign, and it's like the Magicians Guild, and on the sign it says, "We demand to be taken seriously."
Yes.
Somebody took that image and then photoshopped the DC characters from all their freaking movies in there.
Yeah.
And then it's all of them with like the Magicians Guild, and it says like, "The DC Universe, we demand to be taken seriously." That's what it still feels like. It still feels like we're back in like 2013. I think that's when Man of Steel came out. It feels like we're still back at the height of Snyder being like, I gotta come in, and everything's about objectivism, and sad, and depressing. Because in the real world, this is what it would be like. Why would I want to... Look, I already live in the real world, and it really sucks.
Yeah.
I want escapism. And look, if people like this kind of stuff, I'm happy for you. I envy you that you can get enjoyment out of content like this. I can't, because I find it boring. I find it unbelievably boring. I think you need to have fun with your premise. At the end of the day, these are still teen superheroes with names like Starfire, and Robin, and Beast Boy, and Raven, Hawk, Dove. These are weird names with kids in costumes.
Right.
You can only take it so... It's like the Ninja Turtle argument, where it's like... the first the Bay Turtle is like, these were designed to be soldiers of war. This was designed for a super soldier project. A super soldier project, you chose nature's D student, the turtle.
Yeah.
You could have chose lions, tigers, bears, crocodiles, lion, and you could have chosen any kind of animal on the planet, and you went with turtle.
Yeah. Well, you get the shell on the bed for protection.
Yeah, sure. and then the next movie comes out, what do? They just have fun with it. And everyone's like, I don't like that. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah. And now they're going to do like another rebooted movie, I think. I think they're doing an animated film now.
Right, yeah.
So, I don't expect this not to suck, but...
You expect it to be melodramatically fun.
Yeah, I mean, I expect to probably watch it with my buddies, and we'd probably sit there eating popcorn and laughing at, like, at how ridiculous it is. Yeah. Because like, me and my friend, we were hate watching The Flash for like the longest time until I reached a point where it's just like, you know what?
I'm done.
I could read a book. I can write a book. I could literally be doing anything right now.
Yeah.
And I dropped it because I didn't care. This is priceless. It really is. Like, bravo, Warner Brothers. Pat on the back. Pat on the back. Everyone gets a pat on the back for turning up what looks like mediocrity. So let's all agree it's a tie.
Yeah, and just for me, yeah, we all watch it with you and your friends and all that. Just see how it is.
I guarantee you'll probably have the same fun we did when we were watching Death Note.
Yeah. Because
we were sitting there, man. Miguel and I love American Death Note because of how terrible it is. It's like watching The Cat in the Hat.
Yeah.
Like everything is so surgically precisely done to be wrong that you're just fascinated by it. It's like these are the kind of things where you have to take them and you have to go to like a class where they're teaching, young adults to becoming screenwriters and be like, this is what not to do.
There you go.
And then you just show them stuff like that. And again, I hope the show is good for you guys. I hope for those of you who are stoked for a gritty, realistic version of the Teen Titans. Even the name, it reeks of like
Titans.
Well, it reeks of like the thing with Green Arrow.
Yeah.
He can't be called Green Arrow. Green Arrow is stupid and campy. That's not that. He needs to be taken seriously.
So we call him Arrow.
He's called Arrow. That's right.
Like the chocolate Arrow bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the chocolate Arrow bar. Not sponsored. But guys, thanks for stopping by. If you're excited about this, or I don't know, what's the opposite of excitement? Disappointed, ruining. If you're ruining the day about this, please comment. We'd love to know what you guys have to say. And be sure to like and subscribe and come join the Toongrin family. You know, we welcome you.
And if you have any other trailers that you want us to react to, put down in the comments below and we'll react to them.
Oh yeah, please link us with trailers to stuff so we can then react to stuff. This is kind of fun.
Yeah. So, until then.
She looks like a character out of frickin' Supernatural.
But forget Supernatural Girl. We'll have to just sign off for now. So until next time, be sure to tune in
It's a Toongrin.